104.1 KRBE.
Let's go. Good morning.
The Roula and Ryan Show.
With Eric. It's about to get all stupid up in here.
Hey, sleepyhead.
Featuring Special K.
Nobody asked you, Kevin.
And Sam.
You've waited long enough. How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula.
Macaroni cheese hot dog.
Ryan.
I am the worst DJ ever.
With Eric.
We're the champions of the world.
104.1 KRBE.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. It's 6:02 a.m. this Monday morning, Cinco De Mayo, May the 5th of 2025.
Yeah, all right.
And the whole gang is here. Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam. Happy weekend. And today, some people might wish it was still the weekend because they want to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, even if they don't know what celebrating Cinco de Mayo is. They just want margaritas and some good food.
Especially on a Sunday and Saturday would be great with that weather.
Oh, I know.
Oh my God, the
But on
weather
one day-
yesterday. Y'all, let me tell y'all that I was taken down by illness over the weekend, so I couldn't really enjoy this amazing weather, but I was so envious because I opened the back door to put something outside. I go, oh my God, it feels amazing. My kids were playing outside and they went swimming, and my God, this weather is amazing.
And you missed it.
What did I miss?
'Cause you're
Everything?
Just nice weather.
Oh, yeah,
Just
everything.
Like
I
3
thought
weeks
you
from
said I
now,
missed something else
we'll be
spectacular.
back in the hundreds and stuff. And
I
you
know,
start
it was so sad. It was so nice. I tried to rally, but I was like, no, I better just like sleep this off.
You got to listen to your body. Sleep and hydrate. That's
Yeah,
all you do
totally.
when you're like that.
So it was good, but gosh, I mean, what a weekend for weather-wise. Amaze.
Gorgeous.
But sports-wise, maybe not so much.
Nope. Rockets fell to Golden State, 103-89.
I shut it off at the first minute in the fourth.
Nuh-uh.
Really?
Are you
Went to bed.
serious?
Yeah.
Well, you knew it was done.
Stop.
When they were down with 12, I'm like, these guys suck tonight.
Just not happening.
Okay, so I was
Feeling
asleep.
green
I fell
sucks.
asleep
I'm
at
like,
like
I'm over
6, and I woke up at 9, and I was thinking, okay, it's 9 o'clock. Let me just go to bed for like the whole night. I'll wake up for the show. And then I go, no, wait, the Rockets are on. So I got up, I went to the living room. My whole family's watching the game, and we're down by like 9 or 10 or something. And it was the end of the third, going into the fourth. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I mean, you have the whole fourth quarter to kind of make it work. And before I knew it, like as we're watching it, like right in front of our eyes, blink, 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 like that thing that runs on social media like Instagram and TikTok where you're just blinking and the blinking is making the noises.
Yep.
We went from down 9 to down 20 in like a minute and a half. I was like,
I was in bed by then.
okay,
let's just shake it off. Let's
well
not even-
then, how does that feel if you
Well.
spent a whole bunch of money on that
And I'm glad
ticket?
I didn't go.
Because a lot of people got caught up in that fever.
The crowd was kind of dead.
Was it?
Well, I mean, they feed off the energy of
They
the
didn't
game.
get much to cheer for, though, because
Yeah.
they're always, when you're not winning.
Okay,
I mean, don't you think
since
like
I-
the crowd and the game, it's a symbiotic relationship. They feed off of each other's vibe, you know? I mean, it's
Some
like
big
if
words
we're-
there, Ryan Chase.
Huh?
You're using big words
What
there.
the hell? It's Monday,
Oh,
man.
well,
I'm
I
not
learned that from Venom.
I'm not awake yet.
If that dumbs it down a little bit,
From where'd you learn it from?
Venom.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's a symbiote.
So let me ask you this, since I only tuned in right at the end of the third into the fourth, were we leading at all? Did it look
No.
exciting in the beginning?
No.
There wasn't like fire, like, yes, we're going to take this in the
Country
first quarter?
bumpkin buddy healed this guy, these big old teeth, just kept shooting that ball and making him, and it was over.
No.
Yeah.
But then we got down to 3, and then wheels fell off. I'm like, oh, we're back, and we're not.
People seem to forget. We all seem to forget that we were the second seed.
Basically, yeah, that's what sucks. Basically, I know
We were the second seed, not them.
now we know what the Yankees feel like every time they play the Astros. You just can't get over we can't beat Golden State.
The monkey off your back.
Well,
Yep. So whatever. At least it's baseball season now, and football's coming up.
Yeah, well, we
that's-
played the
I'm
White
almost
Sox,
done.
and we lost to that
we
fight
lost
for
that.
so
But Lance
was-
that was-
McCullers, I mean, he
Lance did
pitched.
decent.
Yeah.
That game was crazy because the weather was bad in Chicago, and our pitcher couldn't grip the ball because it was raining hard. We give up the lead. We're up 4-0.
Oh, God.
It's 5-4. What do? Oh, we're going to call it now, rain delay. And, well, you know what? We'll cancel the game. Game's over.
Oh,
So,
oh my God, that's how it ended?
yeah, they waited till because it was just as bad that inning as the inning before. But
How does that work, like, as far as
Well, when you got
scoring?
home field, I guess you can call it
No, but I'm saying, like, when they call a game in the middle of it because of rain,
after a certain inning. It was 7th inning going into the 7th.
they just give it to whoever was in the lead.
Yep.
That's not fair.
Wow. It was only the 7th?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Not even the
gosh.
start of the
I don't think
7th.
I've ever seen such a thing.
It happens all the time.
It does?
Yeah, but a lot of times they'll just, they could do, okay, rain delay.
Uh-huh.
We'll play 2 tomorrow, but this is the last game of the day.
See, what doesn't make sense is it's such a billion-dollar industry. Why would you not have a retractable roof on every stadium in
This is
the...
billions of
Because
dollars.
they're old stadiums.
It's
and
just
they
fun to be
cost so much
outside.
money.
Do you
It
get
is.
baseball?
Outside baseball is pretty magical. I've only gotten to experience that twice at the park.
And you guys dress
Daikin,
up for
or Red-Maid.
the Derby? I saw people on
No.
social media going around town.
And everybody with their little fast
21,
in their house.
22 million people
Yeah, I didn't know what was
this thing?
happening,
Yeah.
but I walked into a bar during one of the hot races, and it was wild.
See?
It was so bad that Booster and I were like, yeah, we ain't staying here. This is too much for us. We left.
It's supposed to be the most exciting 2 minutes in the history of sports. Every year.
It's just
I
the
don't know.
gathering, the people
That's my
wearing the clothing.
Well, I think a lot of people do parties like this. You know, I saw
That's
this
a
thing.
theme.
It was a fundraiser once for the school. Like, you know, they try and do little parties to make money for the school. Like, spend $30 to come to this party, and here's the theme. And the theme was Derby. I've never bought that party because I don't feel like having to lean into the outfitting because by the time it comes around,
I'm talking
like,
horses,
oh, yeah,
so-
what's that? But this is the first year. The stat that I did see about the horses this year is that every single horse in this year's Derby was a descendant of Secretariat.
All of them?
Every
Really?
single horse.
I saw that on Instagram too, like
Yeah.
the post, and I was like, oh,
Every single horse was a descendant of the same horse.
pretty wild.
The horse was incredible, I guess. They
I
showed
guess
it.
so.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
just think
pretty late.
it's it's the whole vibe, everybody getting together.
And the mint julep.
Exactly.
Oh,
I've
absolutely.
done
And
it
the julep.
for the
I'll
last
take that.
Big hats. I
Yeah.
love
Are
those
those things
hats.
called aviators? Or
No, it's fascinators.
fascinators?
Not an
Yeah.
aviator. That's a pilot.
Yes. I'm going to switch gears here because I'm looking over at Special K and he's holding his coffee cup. How's that coffee tasting?
It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Does it taste weird at all
What'd
to
you do to it?
Oh.
Look at Sam. She's
What'd
like
you
so
do to the
scared.
coffee?
I went down to the coffee machine while it was brewing
Yeah.
and I took a picture of what Kevin is about to consume. And I'm thinking, there's no way between the time we start the show and the time he drinks, he's going to clean this. What is that, Eric?
What
Oh,
is
is that his coffee cup?
Looks like a old bronze, like
Oh, that looks
pipe.
gross. Like
It's your coffee cup.
Oh, it's stained. Yes.
Oh.
It's so stained.
But it
Real
looks
stain.
like
Don't you need that
it's
stuff
been
to-
left out, like in the Titanic,
It's
and
like
all the rust
rusted.
is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
So
an old
You've
pipe.
done the effervescent cleaning
Yeah,
before.
I do.
How can
but,
you drink out of this?
But I mean, it's just a stain. It's just a coffee stain.
I
You
feel like
see
it's
me
more than
literally.
that.
You see me literally every day after the show doing my dishes.
I know you
Right?
do, honey. Look at
It just
this.
gets
Look,
stained.
zoom in on that.
I don't care. It's just a coffee
Because
stain.
is that a metallic cup
That's
like
gotta
that
be
you'd
more
have
than
a
a
Moscow
stain.
Mule in or something?
That's got to be more than a
No,
stain,
it's
Sam.
just-
Sam, look. That's more than a stain. It's not looking right.
No, you
It's
just
not
can't
looking
get it out
right.
of the
and you
metal.
think of a
Fine.
coffee urn. A coffee urn is sometimes stained too, or a coffee like one of those ones like you find at
That
Dunkin'
puts
Donuts.
hair on your chest right there.
yeah,
Right?
it's a good
Right.
coffee
Yeah,
stain.
I just was like, there's
You
no
don't-
way he's going to drink
He doesn't
out
have to worry
of
about the
this.
measles or smallpox or COVID.
No.
You're like
I'm
a
on prep.
cockroach, man. You will
I guess that's
withstand
true.
a
You do
nuclear
have,
blast.
the immunity
So
system
yes,
of an
maybe
alien.
like once a month I'll put the effervescent denture cleaner stuff in there, but really it's stainless steel. I put Dawn in it every day.
every day.
Every day.
What is
Dawn,
it? What is
Dawn
it?
Dawn in every day.
Every day.
Effordent. That's what
Yeah,
that
that's what he uses.
Efferdent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Effervescence is like the actual feeling. You
Well,
get
yeah,
of
that's
this.
what he uses though. The
Efferdent.
effervescent disc
Yep.
that foams up.
Plop,
Do
plop,
people,
fizz.
do people still do that? Where the old folks where they take their teeth out and put them in a glass?
I'm sure there's
I mean, I don't have anybody in my
Alzheimer's.
life that does that.
Or
But
do they
that
just,
product
like-
exists for a reason. I mean, a lot of
Why?
people have that.
I'm sure it's starting to phase out.
You think so?
And now people
Because
just put them in
dentures
permanently.
can't be cheap.
Veneers and
No.
stuff.
Veneers.
Veneers.
So expensive.
Yeah.
So it might be faster to take out your teeth and soak them.
Everybody gets that. Do you get that viral video once in a while where the old lady's having a birthday party and she goes to blow out the candles and her teeth fall out?
I've seen that one.
No, I just
That
see the
one
one
always
where
pops
the
up.
dog grabs the grandma's teeth and it's in its mouth, and they keep like looking for it.
Yes,
That
yes,
one's
yes,
definitely
that's cute.
staged. They even have one that has like a ball that has teeth in it.
Are you getting those videos with babies and dogs? Like they played the song underneath them, and then it's just a montage of little kids with their dogs, like hugging them, and the big dog like wrestling with them. Like just, I'm like,
No, but I'm going to
You
take
know,
my
teary-eyed,
kids'
like,
phones
oh.
and
I went
find
to
that.
memory lane over the weekend. I went to Lake Travis with my husband and my child, and the house that we stayed at wasn't allowing dogs, and so I went down memory lane of like looking at pictures of Misty. It was only 24 hours, and I was like,
Girl,
"Oh my
you
God,
gotta get a grip.
miss her."
You're going to need therapy by the time you get to where I'm at right now. Like
24 hours.
my dog. I was so thrilled. Faith came in for an impromptu visit. My daughter. I didn't think she'd ever see Mango again, and it was just the best weekend. Getting
Mango's going to be there for Christmas.
I know.
I'll
I'm
put
telling you,
$100.
Mango's gonna make it, Christmas or until I get back from.
I know you
You
made
know.
it. So you made this big goodbye last time.
I know.
Faith left. Like, oh,
I
well,
think-
when's the last
I
time you were
honestly
going to see her? And tears were shed, and then here she comes back. And
I
there's
think
the dog.
Eric, you nailed it. I mean, I think the dog picked up. My dog picked
Son,
up
yeah.
on that. I was having a rough time, and
not
she
gonna let
has
you go.
watched over me like a hawk. I love that little
She's not
girl
going to
so
let you
much.
go until you're in a good place.
Yep.
And then you'll be in a good place, and then you'll be knocked down again.
Oh, that's life.
Yeah,
It's like,
Right.
no.
What's that Chumbawamba song?
Knocked down, but I get up again.
But I get up again. Right now, I'm pissing the night away.
All right.
Every night
Coming
you
up
do that.
today, we have a lot going on for this Cinco de Mayo Monday, guys. We have a big announcement at 7 o'clock. We're doing another Raw Feed Road Show where we do our podcast on the road, but we're going to announce to you where it's going to be. You'll find out that location at 7 o'clock.
We got some cool goodies for you as well.
Also, we have the secret sound that continues on. This sound is driving everybody crazy.
We're still the same sound?
We're still the same sound. $1,768 is the current jackpot.
Crazy.
A hint should be going out.
I know,
If it hasn't
I know
already.
Sam and I did a hint on Friday.
Right.
We recorded it.
But they haven't
Right.
released it yet.
Maybe
We'll talk about
that's
more of all the things we have to give away.
I don't know. They just
coming
tell
up
us.
today.
They just point at us. Go, hey, say this.
Yeah.
Just say this.
Okay.
Well, here's your official weather for today.
I don't know
Will
what
it
I said.
continue on?
Right.
It does look like we're going to get some rain later on in the day, like around 4 or 5, just in time for rush hour. We'll get some rain. Should be high near 80 right now, 62 degrees and 6:13 on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Time for your daily scoop. Celebrity Scoop.
KRBE's Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
It's brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas. Today is Cinco de Mayo, so if you are feeling it, you might want to go out to lunch because there are a lot of deals to be had.
There are. And by the way, it's the annual celebration to celebrate Mexico's victory over the Second French Empire at the Battle of Puebla.
Now, somebody was mad on text. Kevin, what did they say? I'm just curious if this is how other people feel.
Oh gosh,
So many bad
they
others.
felt like it is cultural appropriation and not to encourage people to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. And I told her, well, that horse has left the barn, honey. And if you look at any restaurant around Houston, baby, that everyone's on the Cinco de Mayo
And I read
bandwagon.
something
And has been.
Yeah.
today that if it wasn't for them beating the French, chances are the French, they're saying, would have gone with the South during the Civil War.
Oh, the United
Oh,
States
and
of
the South would have
America?
won.
So without
a lot
them,
of people would have liked that here in Texas.
without this victory,
Yeah.
what they did, they won, got their ass out of the French out of here, and the North won then.
Yeah.
So why can't we celebrate that? That's
I
a
can
good thing. I
honestly
don't
see
understand.
both sides, though. I can see where, it has been culturally appropriated. It's been Americanized.
4th of July, we just do fireworks and
Yeah.
that,
And hot dogs.
and just
Dogs?
hot dog.
But Cinco de Mayo,
Hamburgers.
you could say officially belongs to Mexico, and we celebrate it.
Yes.
But 4th of July, they do not celebrate that in Mexico.
look, they
they don't
I'm
jump
just
on
saying
that
I'm
bandwagon.
just saying the way we do things,
Yeah.
as if they're complaining about how like restaurants have
Mhm.
half off margaritas or something. Is
Yeah.
that
Or if
that
anything,
offensive?
they're
I don't know.
Don't take advantage of it.
Yeah, don't
Right,
don't
and
go.
Don't
We'll go
participate, but everybody else wants
every,
to.
Right?
every single holiday has been commercialized. Look at it that way.
Yeah, Mother's Day coming up Sunday. Don't forget. Take care of your mother.
Get those cards out.
Don't act like you're a mom if you don't understand what moms go through. You're not allowed to celebrate moms.
Yeah.
That's right. You don't know the mental load we carry. So, but please give me flowers and leave me alone.
And tell me I'm pretty.
All right, the secret sound
give me some
happens from 7 to 7 today. 5 chances today to guess the secret sound. Text the word secret to 37530 so you can get all the times we're going to play, and you'll get the clue because the jackpot is $1,768. If nobody gets the secret sound the first time, we just keep adding $104 to it. Somebody's going to get the sound today. I just know it. Somebody out there knows the sound and hasn't been able to be caller 104. That's really what it is.
I like it
Look
when
for
the
that clue.
jackpot builds this big because, hey, $1,700, that can definitely change you. Not going to change your life forever.
$500
but
can.
it would
What are you
really
talking about?
help. That's
right.
for sure.
All
right,
I'll take
and-
$104.
Yeah.
And at 7 o'clock this morning, we're going to make another Raw Feed Roadshow announcement where the Raw Feed, that's our show after the show. It is a podcast that lives forever at krbe.com or wherever you consume your podcasts. It doesn't go on the actual KRBE airwaves. It's just our fun little show after the show. And we decided to go on location to record that podcast in front of a live studio audience. Not studio, but live patio audience. When we were at Moody Gardens last time.
I like that. It was so much fun. I like when you say it.
Live
This was
studio
taped in
audience.
front of a live studio audience.
So today at 7, we'll tell you where the next location is going to be. All right. So Lady Gaga broke a record over the weekend where she played Copacabana Beach in Rio de Janeiro on Saturday in front of 2.5 million people.
2.5 million people?
Holy crap.
Is that the world record?
2.5 million people.
That sounds awful. To
That broke the record for the highest attended concert by a female artist in history. And just 1 year ago, Madonna held that record. So it only took 1 year to break it. Madonna had that record for 1.6 million people on the same beach exactly a year ago.
Oh my God. Can you imagine how big, 80,000 people at NRG? So it'd be like having
Just watch the video. You'll see.
like
You
over
see crazy
12
things.
NRGs
They have
filled to the brim.
They got like 10 or 15 big screens. You'll
Yeah.
see every section.
Well, yeah, because
Okay.
there's so
you
many.
see them lined up.
You could be
Makes
like
sense.
half a mile away.
Yeah. So the show went off without a hitch despite an attempted attack by an anti-LGBTQ group that tried to recruit teenagers to bomb the show.
Oh my God.
Brazilian police raided the homes of 15 suspects in several states across the nation. 2 people were arrested, including the leader of the group. Lady Gaga's representative said they only heard about this plot after the show and that there were no known safety concerns nor any communication from the police or authorities to Lady Gaga regarding any potential risks. Now, let me tell you this also. 2.5 million people is an insane amount of people, and we have heard no stories of injuries or, people getting out of control
So
or
if
too
it
much
went off without a
crowd.
hitch,
So
that's
obviously they
amazing.
had really good crowd control. This whole thing. We've all been traumatized since Astroworld happened.
How many pickpocketers were out there?
Oh, man.
Oh,
That'd be crazy, I bet.
schemers and
And how early
Scammers
did you have to get there to be in the front? If it's 2.5 million people, do
And-
people line up 3 days in advance?
do you lose your place if
You
you, gotta
know?
go pee?
Is it like Times Square?
Yeah.
You're
Right.
like, okay, well, I'm waiting for the ball to drop, but I'm not going to drink all day because I have to go to the bathroom. Then I lose my space.
And then you're standing in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, with their
yeah.
diapers.
Those are
Dehydrate.
some die-hard little monsters. Die-hard Lady Gaga monsters. Another thing I want to mention is, Formula One happens every single weekend in a different part of the world. The Formula One race cars are going, and all these celebrities show up. It was in Miami yesterday. Martin Brundle is the guy who does the grid walk. The grid walk is the thing you walk. It's like, think like the red carpet at the Oscars. All the
Oh,
people that want to
okay.
be seen are on the grid walk.
Okay. I
Now,
got you.
Martin Brundle is like the voice of the race. It's him and another guy. And Martin Brundle will take his mic and he will walk this grid. And he is an unassuming older guy. If you don't know F1, you don't know who he is. And I was telling Eric yesterday, because I saw Eric for a hot second, I said, you know what makes me crazy? These publicists who do not tell the celebrities that are there to get the press for being on the grid walk who Martin Brundle is. Because Martin Brundle could walk in here, guys, at a jock meeting that we have on Thursdays, and half of this station will not know who he is. They'll
Half?
think
I'd
more
say-
than
I'd
half.
say almost all.
90%.
I don't know.
They will not know who he is. He's an older guy who's real charismatic, and you would just think, oh, this is just maybe he has some company he wants to advertise his
Does he have a funny
product.
voice?
Well, he's just real. He has
Yeah, what
he
does
just
he
has an
sound like?
accent.
I mean, like
No,
Irish or
not funny.
something?
No, I mean, he's a British guy. Is he British or Australian?
I can't remember.
Anyway.
I thought you
Who
played
you
audio.
expecting to come in? They're magically delicious.
No,
I
no.
remember you played audio once of him interviewing somebody, and
He was trying to talk to Megan Thee Stallion, and she could not be bothered. She was being
Oh.
such a stone cold witch. And I was like, oh my God, it's Martin Brundle. Why didn't your PR people tell you to talk to him? Because he's the guy that the world is watching on this grid walk. And yesterday it happened to him again. The chick from White Lotus, Lisa. I don't watch White Lotus, but I know y'all know who she is. She's a singer, actress.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so
a K-pop?
she's standing there on this like wall, like the step and repeat where you take the pictures, and there's
Yeah,
nobody
put your
around.
hand on your hip.
And there is a man standing and talking to her. I guess is maybe her rep or something. Martin Brundle is just free walking this grid, and it's really sparse. It's not crowded at all in this section where she is. So he's like, "Oh, there's Lisa. Let me get her on." And so he starts with his live mic. He's like, Lisa. And the distance that I am right now visually, I don't know how y'all can explain this to our audience. We're in radio. Where I'm standing right now in the door of KRBE studio.
That's about
It's about how much
17 feet.
all right, let's go with that. So he starts walking towards her, and she's strategically moving the man that she's talking to block herself from Martin Brundle.
She's some creepy
"There's
old
this
man
guy.
coming by
There's
her."
this guy coming at me with a mic. Let's just ignore him. Let's just ignore him. And she kept moving him around like this to ignore Martin Brundle. And then finally, Martin Brundle had to get like this legendary F1 driver that's retired to go over to her live to say, hey, Martin Brundle wants to talk to you on the grid mic. And then she felt so embarrassed, like she couldn't ignore it. And then she's like doing that Frozen face, like, yes,
Yeah,
hello.
fake,
and I'm
fake.
thinking, why don't the publicists of these people that are there for the moment tell the people if there's one person you're talking to, it's that old guy that you are going to ignore. It's so obnoxious.
That's the first one you should know.
It's the first one you should know, right? Like, who would we say is the first one you should talk to?
I just don't think that's her audience, though. Like, I don't think.
But then why was she there then?
Because it's Miami and it's the hottest thing. I mean, she's like, I don't care about.
It's relevant.
Because probably the majority of racing fans are probably 60% men.
Yeah, not really big White Lotus.
But then why would you show up for that?
Because you're going to show up to anything. It's Miami.
Yeah. You probably got free tickets, VIP.
Did you see that Lamborghini boat?
That's
sunk?
Yes.
Because they put. It's only supposed to hold 9 people. They put 30
that was
girls.
a Lambo yacht? The yacht that sunk?
They put 30 women in bikinis on it and it sunk.
Oh my God. It was like $1 million yacht, right?
You're supposed to put 9 at most, they said. It's a badass looking boat.
Was.
What? The bottom part was all sinking down. I don't know if it went under the whole thing. Do you know, Sam?
No, I just saw
all the boats around it.
It didn't just being like the butt of it was going
And they were
down.
trying to spray it or something.
I don't know.
What was the spray for?
I don't know. I saw.
And that whole thing is just, did it eventually totally sink, or they were able to pull it out, or what?
I have no idea. I just saw the women in the bikinis jumping on another boat.
I found the picture of it. It didn't completely sink, did it? It just capsized.
That's what it kind of looked like.
I don't think.
I think by the time they got him off.
I don't think that it doesn't look like there are any deaths. Luckily,
well, this is when they're on, and then they're trying to bring.
Man.
Then they surround them with like 5 boats.
Well, that would be a bad thing. How do you explain that if somebody, God forbid, passed away? Well, doing a photo shoot with a bunch of girls in bikinis, and
how much is
went
that?
Went out that way.
And that boat, I'd rather die than that boat.
Now, you think they don't have insurance on that? My God, he'll get a brand new one. They'll write that off.
That thing
It
is
was a
so
scam.
waste.
Yeah.
How nice was that? Now it's just trash.
Beautiful boat.
Water trash is what that thing is now. It's water trash. One of our texters says they know Martin Brundle and all their stats, and that's just maybe 1% of our audience that knows everything about Martin Brundle.
I don't know anything about him.
He's British, and he's a Sky TV commentator for over 10 years. He was an F1 driver from the 90s. He won Le Mans and Daytona 24-hour races. He's a former F1 driver.
Le Mans.
And also, they're doing that Brad Pitt movie about F1. That's coming out. So, like, Jerry Bruckheimer was there, and all these people are there.
Promote that.
Trying to promote the F1 movie, which maybe after that, there might be some more interest. But, Lisa.
Somebody said, we were talking about the Kentucky Derby. Did you see that text earlier, Kev? They called it Amish NASCAR.
I saw that.
Wait, they call F1
No, the Derby.
The Derby.
Derby.
I was like, what? I missed that.
Ridiculous.
That's their
Amish NASCAR.
Can they watch
the
that?
horses.
Between that
I don't
and
think so.
all the Star Wars memes
I guess
got
they can't watch it on
yesterday.
TV. They could go to that event or something.
I don't think they're going to that event.
Yeah, probably not.
No.
And it fell on the same day as the 4th be with
May the 4th Star Wars
May the
Day.
4th be with you.
I just ignore. It's going to be May. May the 4th be with you.
Yeah.
This is so.
Cinco de Mayo for me. Let me give a shout out to my niece. She turns 3. I know her mom and dad are up early with her. So Caterina turns 3 years old today. Caterina is her
Oh,
name.
And
happy birthday.
My niece's
Cinco-
birthday is today too.
Oh, really? What's her name?
Mary. See, it's funny how we always talk about
How old's
Oh my God,
Mary?
we have the same
every
birthdays.
time there's birthdays of something. Her and I have from deaths to.
Yes, we have the same death anniversaries. We have birthday anniversaries. It's really weird in our life. We're so parallel, but we were born in different states.
Not even close. Yeah.
And my parents' anniversary was today. Their wedding anniversary. They got married May 5th. It was just May 5th in Greece.
How long
It wasn't
ago?
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, well,
1968, they got married.
Right.
Wow.
And my dad passed in 2013. But we still celebrate their anniversary.
I have a
today.
stat that you always hear like how many years you spend on the toilet. Those type of
yeah,
stats.
yeah.
I saw this one about the red light.
Sitting at a
man,
red
that'll
light.
make
Yeah.
you crazy.
You're gonna be like, what the?
I've wasted
what?
so much of my life
At a
just sitting
red
here.
light. Although people nowadays they get on their phone, so they're not. They feel like they're
Which
doing
is
something
dangerous, yeah.
Oh, my
dangerous.
God.
Wait till you hear this stat.
Oh,
Like
what
what?
a colossal waste of time we're going to share with you
Yep.
next on the
You're
Roula
like,
and
dang
Ryan
it.
Show with Eric.
From the Bell Furniture Unbeat Bell Prices traffic desk, we now have confirmation for that accident on the Gulf Freeway northbound. It's a crash blocking off the 2 left lanes at Telephone Road, causing over half an hour of some stop-and-go traffic starting from the 610 South Loop. And now just the 2 left lanes are blocked off for an accident.
It's KRBE. The Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Okay, so Eric is chock full of statistics that
I'm
are
gonna
going to
throw a few
irritate
at
the
you.
crap out of
Statman
you this
today.
morning.
Statman.
Now,
And
I
since
think
it's Monday, we thought we'd throw you with some useless information that you could break the ice with at the coffee machine when you get to
maybe
work.
it isn't useless. Maybe it'll make you realize, hey, I could be doing other things in life instead of this.
After I do this, Kevin, make sure to play your nerd drop.
We don't have a choice but to drive to work, so I'm going to
many of
guess
them.
we can't do other things in life. Let's see.
The average American spends 6 months at red lights throughout their life.
Wow.
6 months just waiting there for that light to change.
And that is the whole life. Like when you're a child and you're in the car with your parents and they're at a red light, not just your driving life. That is your whole life. You
Total
spent
truth
6
here.
months of your life
You
at a red
guys-
Now,
light.
traffic is probably different. Traffic is probably like 3 years in Houston.
I would think.
Oh, for sure.
Now, do you
think?
ever?
Or lights go out and you're waiting forever.
Do you ever especially with us, it's middle of the night when we're getting up and leaving, and there's nobody coming in any direction. Have you ever run it?
Oh, 100%. There was a light that consistently I ran for 3 years because it was a perpendicular light. And I could look around and be like, there's nobody here. But if I saw somebody walking, I would take off.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to
think
be
I
walking
know
in my
which one you're
car.
talking
I got pulled
about.
over once because I did that when I lived in Dallas. And I was out near like Frisco area, which this area
it
was
was
like before it was
undeveloped at the
undeveloped.
time.
So it was a stop sign, and I just went through it. And the cop whoop, 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 gave me a warning. But
I mean,
I'm
I'll come up
I'm
to it
It's
and I'll
3 in the
look.
morning, and I was
Nobody
looking.
around.
But then he's like, drunks are out.
Yeah.
That's right. But when you
No,
see
I
nobody
don't.
on the road and no headlights, you're sitting around without blinking.
There's
Yeah,
mess around.
tumbleweeds going
Gives me
around.
anxiety.
There is one on my way to work that I feel like trolls me. It sees that
You're coming?
It's been such a great morning. Lights have been cooperating, and then she sees me like right before I get up to that
Right on the
place where you
approach.
get, on the approach, and like, dang it! That one gets run pretty often.
I'm not talking about rolling through it. I'm talking about you've come up to the intersection. There is nobody coming in
Yeah,
any
that's
direction.
what I'm saying. That
I'll
perpendicular
stop
light,
and
I would
look.
stop. And I look. I would never blaze through a red light.
No.
That's too
No.
dangerous.
No.
But I always would stop at that perpendicular light. You know what I mean by perpendicular,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. T.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't have a two-way that, I'm just like, okay, let me see. Nope, I see nothing. Nope,
This
I see
next,
nothing.
this
Nothing
next
around.
status for the ladies here, because it's about women.
Okay.
38% of arguments between women happen.
In the bathroom.
What do you think?
In the bathroom of a club or a bar.
This is someplace that Sam probably goes to a couple times a year.
Oh.
In the bathroom.
Kevin might go with
I was
it.
going to say bar, but no, that's
Brunch bathrooms. I don't know.
Yeah.
Garage sales
What? Garage
Women?
sales.
between women. So women fight other women at garage sales. I don't know if you're fighting over an item.
I can't
I haven't
say
been to a
I've done
garage sale in
that.
like
you
20
put
years.
down that teapot, you bitch.
That's mine.
My experience in the snarkiness of a garage sale is I was at a garage sale one time, and this lady was with her daughter, and we were at the same table, and she picked up this like lotion soap combo thing, and I don't know how she dropped it. I don't know how she broke it, but she broke it. And the lady who was running the garage sale comes right to her and says, and the lady goes, "I'm so sorry. I don't know. It just kind of slipped. It was weird.
You bought
it
it.
was weird how it was sitting there." And the lady goes, "Yeah, give me $5 for that." And then she's like, "For this?" And she goes, "Yeah, you broke it." And I was like, "I'm walking away from this. I'm leaving this
I would
garage
totally
sale."
walk away.
You break, you
Because
buy.
you could tell
At
it's
a
about to
garage
get
sale?
on at the garage
I
sale.
would
She
think
broke
so.
it.
If you
She was
break
like,
it-
"Give me $5. You broke
break
it.
it,
I
you
can't sell
buy
it
it."
now." That's where the fight would come, Eric.
Dang.
If you were that woman, you're like,
Wow.
"Wait, I'm not going to give this to you." Like, when you break it, you buy it. It's a
Seriously,
garage
Eric,
sale.
if you were having a garage sale and you had one of your bourbons out there and somebody knocked it over and broke it,
Oh, I'd stab him.
You
well,
probably
I would.
sell it.
You're trying to part with
First of all, I would
anyway.
not sell my bourbons on
No.
a garage sale. Okay, this is one last one. You guys know how much I love Branson, Missouri.
Oh, yeah.
And he says that sarcastically, 6 o'clockers.
Entertainment
Because I've been there many
capital.
times. My parents would drive us 7 hours to go to Branson, Missouri. It was
Branson.
like Vegas without the fun, like without the gambling.
Low class Vegas is
But
what
there's
you're saying?
alcohol there, is there not?
Well, he was a
I mean,
kid.
I was a kid. So I don't know. I
Like,
was
you
like,
remember your dad having a beer there?
maybe. I just remember lots of. The only thing that was fun was putt and go karts.
Aw.
They had lots of cool go karts.
That's fun,
Places.
yeah.
Go-karting is fun.
But USA Today says Branson, Missouri is America's #1 bus destination. So people love to go there on a bus, which is odd to me.
Huh.
Why
Is
on
it-
a
is it
bus?
older people?
Maybe because the airplanes are. It's like I'm
That's
sure they have
really
an
weird.
airport, but it can't be like.
Not easily accessible.
like a hobby
you
airport or
You got to
something.
land and then probably drive a real long distance.
Yeah, because like I said, I was in Illinois. We drove 7 hours. But yeah, there's a guy there. They brag about this guy's bathroom. His name is Soji. I've talked about this before.
Soji.
Or I think it was Soji
Can
or
I
some
Google
Yoji or
image his
Soji.
bathroom so I can see
Just
it?
type in Branson
Okay.
Singer bathroom, and it's like it's got a pool table in there. It's got the bathroom is unbelievable. That's
Who does
they're
that?
big
It's part of a
bragging.
tour?
Hey,
He
buddy.
plays the violin. He's a violinist.
Mm-hmm.
He's really good. I don't know if he's still there or not, but
Who puts a pool table in their bathroom?
exactly. That's how big this thing was.
Come on over.
Wait.
Shoot a game of pool next to the toilet.
We need a couple of better words for that because I just Googled Branson Singer bathroom and none of that is what you're
Branson,
talking
violinist.
about. Okay.
Soji, like S-O-G.
I thought it was Soji. I'm sure somebody's grandparents went there.
nerd.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Shoji? Tabuchi?
Yeah, that's it.
Shoji Sabuchi?
He was
Or is it
incredible, but they bragged. Everyone around this city was like, "Oh, have you seen the bathroom?
He's got a baller bathroom.
Yeah, because the looks like Saddam Hussein's
It says
palace.
amazing theater and bathroom
See?
on TripAdvisor.
See?
Amazing
How much
theater
time
and
do you
like
spend
bathroom.
in the bathroom?
People talk
though?
about Buc-ee's, right? The bathroom being so
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I went to Buc-ee's twice on my little road trip, and I loved it.
I want to talk about that sometime too. I want to hear about your.
My little road
Your
trip.
houseboat.
My houseboat. Something that Kev warned me in advance, and I was like, nah, it'll be fine. And then I had to go and buy something to take care of it.
Oh yeah, because you got to use a shower and bathroom and stuff.
I made
That's
sure not
something
to shower.
to do with all of that.
Yes,
Oh, no.
it did. Yes, it did.
It's time for What's Going Down in H-Town on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
Well, it's the end of the season for the Rockets. They fell to Golden State 103-89. Game
Just to
7
lose to
at
these
Toyota
old
Center.
farts. God, I hope Minnesota. I hope you take these D-bags out in 4 games. I hated Draymond Green. He's just a piece of crap.
I can't believe we
He
lost
just
that
sucks.
badly.
And then after they win, oh yeah, so much respect for them. Screw you.
Yeah.
You're just a
Because if they had lost to us, he would not have been that.
like Steph
nice.
Curry. He's a beast. And then that Jalen Green. Oh God, get
Eric
our
thinks-
coach is
you
like, well,
said that
he was
he's
double teamed. Like,
unreliable.
you know who else was double teamed? Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James. They do okay being double teamed. They
Well,
find a way when
He's
you're
not
a
on
winner.
that level.
I'm gonna let Eric just have his rant because
Get him the hell
if
off
he
trade.
didn't
But
actually
then-
love
but he
the
didn't do
team,
good
he
enough.
wouldn't be this passionate with anger.
If he did a good enough job that we could trade him and get someone, now I'm afraid nobody will want him. It's like,
Sounds
ugh,
like
so bad.
somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
So he's really mad.
Time for
And then I
focus
didn't
on
realize
baseball.
the Astros game ended in such chaos.
Yeah. So Lance McCullers returned from his 2023 flexor repair with 3 2/3 scoreless innings against the Sox. And then, Eric, you informed us that the game was called because of rain.
At the
rain
seventh
delay.
inning?
The start of the 7th. So I think it's after the 5th inning you can call it.
Uh-huh.
Rain delay.
And who's ever in the lead wins.
Yep. And they were up like 4-0, and then they gave it up 5-4, and then all of a sudden the game just happened to end.
So were they up 4-0 through the sixth?
Man.
They gave up the last 2 innings. They gave up the 5 runs.
So you're saying they were gaining some heat, and all of a sudden, oh, it's time to call the game.
I just
No,
remember the
they
rain
gave up
delay.
gave up the lead, and then all of a sudden they called it.
Remember the Cubs won the World Series via rain delay. Remember that when they were playing the Cleveland Guardians?
yep.
And everyone's like, nobody in the world wants Cleveland to win this game. Everybody wants the curse to get broken. So this rain delay, everyone sat through for an hour and a half during the World Series, and they finished the game. But here they just called the game.
Oh,
They didn't finish a game. They just stopped it
They
at
only
7.
had like 200 fans in the crowd. It was cold.
Oh.
200 fans.
It was bad. And the White Sox,
wow.
they're not. We suck. I say we because that was my team as a kid.
Pick a side, brah. You
Yeah,
can't
which
be
side?
saying
When
we
you say
for both.
we,
Well,
are
I'm
you talking
saying-
about White Sox or the Astros?
It's like I respect my team because I grew up with them, but now
I know, but
I
you
love this
could
city.
just- It's weird for you to say we when you're talking about the same two teams you say we for.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Anyway.
my home and then my adopted home.
We and we.
We.
We and we. All right.
Have you
coming
ever
up-
known a French person that really says that? Oui, oui.
I'm trying to see Emily in Paris. Did they ever do that?
like
No.
That's the way French.
They
don't say that. Oui, oui, monsieur.
No, they
Oui,
don't
oui,
say it
Mateo?
like that.
What are you talking
Oui, oui,
about?
monsieur.
No, they don't say we.
Oh my
They'll say
God.
They
we.
do that.
Oui, monsieur.
You do that laugh. That,
Oui, monsieur.
Sounds like me and my cough. Okay. We're about to jump into the window for the secret sound, kids. We are just a few minutes away from that window. And when we come back, we're about to give you the big announcement location of the Raw Feed Road Show. If you don't know what that is, we'll explain it all next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.